In the final minute before the college application deadline, I sat before my computer and changed Huada University to Peking University. The moment I clicked submit, Shen Haoyu, the poor student I had been sponsoring, sent a message to our group chat. This is amazing. I checked my scores. I am definitely getting into Huada University. I am so happy. I can keep being classmates with Ruyan and Warner. Please take care of me. Ruyan replied instantly. As long as you need me, I will always be the first to be by your side. Me too. On the first day of school, the whole school will know you are under my protection. I looked at the photo on my desk of the three of us standing before Huada University's gates. Written on it were Gu Xiaoyu, Ruyan, and Lin Wan. We will attend Huada University together. Even after all this time, the determined strokes remain clear. Without hesitation, I tore the graduation note to pieces and threw it into the trash. Then I replied to Ruyan and Lin Wan in the group chat. This time, I will not be going with you. After sending that reply, I immediately changed the front door passcode. Then, I began clearing out everything in my home connected to those two. I gathered the ornaments and dolls from the shelves and packed them away, throwing them into a box. Before I knew it, the box was completely full. As I carried the box downstairs to throw it out, I ran into Ruyan and Lin Wan, who had just returned from a party. At a glance, they spotted those ornaments in the trash. Both of them instantly bristled. They rushed over and tightly grabbed my hand. Why did you throw away the things we gave you? Gu Xiaoyu, over something this small. Fine, you got upset. But why throw things away? Did you have to go this far? So throwing away their things was enough to make them think I'd gone too far. They completely lost it. But if I told them, I had secretly changed my college application long ago, just to leave them forever, would they not go insane? I am not angry. These things were just moldy. So of course I threw them away. You really are not angry, are you? No. After all, neither of them would have anything to do with me anymore. What was there for me to be angry about? Lin Wan immediately sighed in relief. The tension between Ruyan's brows eased as well. If they were moldy, then it is best they are gone. We will buy you new ones later. I said nothing, only giving a quiet hum. Then I turned and left coldly. Watching me walk away, Lin Wan still sensed something was wrong. She knew I did not mean what I said. Irritably, she ran a hand through her hair and exchanged a look with Ruyan. She helplessly tilted her chin. Should we go comfort him? You go. Lin Wan had barely taken a step when she seemed to remember something and stopped. Forget it. He has to make his choice on the first day of school anyway. If he is still angry, then we can explain the situation with Shen Haoyu then. Ruyan nodded. The two of them went home. For several days straight, neither Ruyan nor Lin Wan came to see me. From Shen Haoyu's non-stop social media post, I knew they had been helping Shen Haoyu fulfill his post-graduation bucket list. An amusement park he had never visited, a planetarium he had been curious about, the Great Wall he had only seen in books. They took Shen Haoyu to experience every one of them. I looked through each post, even having the mood to leave a like. Until one day, I received my acceptance letter from Peking University. Just as I put the letter away, Ruyan and Lin Wan knocked on my door together. Gu Xiaoyu, our acceptance letters are here. Has yours arrived? Do you want to pick it up together? No need. Mine has already been delivered. After saying that, I tried to close the door. Ruyan quickly caught the door with her hand. Wait, I booked a private room. Let us have dinner together and celebrate. Yes, let us eat together. Afterward, we can shop for school supplies together. I did not want to go, but neither of them would leave, nor would they let me close the door. With no other choice, I nodded and agreed. I followed them into a hot pot restaurant. The spicy scent hit my nostrils. Instinctively, I rubbed my nose and eyes. They had turned a little red. At our reserved table, Shen Haoyu was already putting food into the pot. You are finally here. The pot is already boiling. I have been waiting forever. The moment I saw Shen Haoyu, I instinctively frowned. Lin Wan hurriedly explained. Gu Xiaoyu. Haoyu said he needed to shop for supplies too. So, we invited him along. We will all be classmates from now on. We just wanted to look after him a little more. No matter how much they explained, I did not want to hear another word. I only wanted to finish eating quickly, buy what I needed, and go home. But seated at the table, I could not swallow a single bite. In the spicy red broth, there were enough chilies to terrify anyone. Shen Haoyu ate with great relish, but I had suffered from stomach problems since childhood. I could not handle spicy food. After forcing down a few bites, My stomach burn with searing pain. I called over a server, wanting to order a few more dishes. But the moment I took the menu, Shen Haoyu snatched it away and added several even spicier dishes. Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan only watched me with smiles, having completely forgotten that I could not eat spicy food. Now I could tell. Shen Haoyu was doing it deliberately. I did not resist like I used to. Then my two childhood sweethearts started defending Shen Haoyu again. They pointed at me. I was already tired of this routine, so I silently drank plain water, without saying a word. When we went to the mall for back-to-school essentials, I chose several thick outfits from the winterwear section. Huada University is in the city, where it feels like spring all year round. You will not need such heavy clothes there. You do not need to buy these. I know. These clothes look decent. I can wear them when I travel. Liu Ruyan frowned slightly. Her lips parted, but she ultimately said nothing. On the way back, Shen Haoyu hesitated for a long while, before tugging gently at Lin Wan and Liu Ruyan's sleeves. Wanner, Ruyan, could I not go home? I live in the slums, and it has not been safe lately. I am scared every time I go back, always on edge. As he spoke, he looked up at Lin Wan and Liu Ruyan pleadingly. Of course you can. Come stay at my house. There are plenty of rooms, so pick whichever one you like. You can stay at my place for a while too. It is very safe. Shen Haoyu immediately broke into a smile. He thanked them repeatedly, then cast me a subtle glance. Thank you. You are both so good to me. I have never stayed in such a nice house before. Leaning against the car window, I tuned them out completely. My eyes drifted aimlessly into the distance. Wherever Shen Haoyu stayed was fine, because it had nothing to do with me. The next morning, I received a call from my parents. Xiaoyu, have you really decided not to attend Huada University? Although Peking University is better, you, Ruyan, and Wanner had agreed to attend the same university, didn't you? Those two girls have been attached to you since childhood. They cannot stand it when you are gone for even an hour. If they find out you changed schools, they will go crazy. That is their business. It has nothing to do with me. I did want to attend Huada University because of our promise, but Peking University has a major I prefer. This is my life. I will make my own choice. After hearing that, my parents did not try to persuade me further. They only gave me a few concerned reminders. In that case, take good care of yourself while you are home alone. Once we finish this business trip, we will come back and spend time with you. Oh, and we bought you a back-to-school gift. Remember to pick it up. Okay, thank you, Mom and Dad. I smiled and hung up. Then I checked my phone. Sure enough, 10 minutes earlier, the courier had sent me a delivery notification. Your package has been left at the door. Please collect it. I hurried to the door, but found nothing outside. Just as I was about to call the courier in confusion, Shen Haoyu suddenly came out of Liu Ruyan's house. He waved the item in his hand. Gu Xiaoyu, are you looking for this? He was holding a violin. I saw a package at your door, so I'll open it for you. Was it a gift from your parents? What a beautiful violin. I wish I had one too. Could you give it to me? As he spoke, his eyes gleamed as he stroked the violin, unwilling to let it go. I had never met anyone with such a blatant lack of boundaries. For a moment, I almost wondered whether I had heard him wrong. Has no one ever told you not to open other people's things without permission? If you like it that much, why do you not buy one yourself? Shen Haoyu's eyes immediately reddened. He choked out, you know my family cannot afford one. Why would you humiliate me like this? I had no time for Shen Haoyu's performance, nor did I care to argue with him. I reached directly for the violin, but Shen Haoyu clutched the violin tightly, acting as though he loved it too much to let go. During the struggle, I did not know who let go first, but the beautifully gleaming violin fell with a thud, crashing onto the floor. Its flawless body split open, leaving an ugly, glaring crack. I could not hold back my anger any longer. Hearing the commotion, Liu Ruyan hurried out. Lin Wan, next door, also rushed out the instant she heard the noise. At once, they saw Shen Haoyu's tear-streaked little face. What happened? Weren't you fine just now? Who bullied you? It is not Gu Xiaoyu's fault. I accidentally dropped his brand new violin. Of course he is upset. When I suddenly showed up, he took out his anger on me. He even pushed me. But I am not angry. As long as it makes him a little happier, I am willing to endure anything. I understood every word Shen Haoyu said, but put together, all I could think was absurd. It was utterly absurd. I never imagined he could twist the truth so completely. Before I could speak, Lin Wan immediately turned on me with a dark expression. Gu Xiaoyu, even if you want to throw a spoiled rich kid tantrum. This is not how you do it. Apologize to Haoyu. Gu Xiaoyu, you have gone afar. Apologize now. My temples throbbed violently with rage. I fought desperately to control myself. Liu Ruyan, Lin Wan. There are security cameras in this hallway. Do you want to see what really happened? Shen Haoyu panicked at once. He cried even harder. Ruyan, Wanner. Do not blame Gu Xiaoyu. I am really fine. If you stand up for me like this, I will not be able to be friends with Gu Xiaoyu anymore. Liu Ruyan immediately took out a tissue. She gently wiped the tears from Shen Haoyu's face, then patted his back. It is okay. This is not your fault. Do not cry, sweetheart. Just look at how you handled it. The difference between you two could not be clearer. With that, the two women shielded the tearful Shen Haoyu and left without looking back. Watching their backs, I could barely contain the pent-up bitterness in my chest. 3 days later, we had the class reunion that was already planned. The moment I arrived, quite a few classmates curiously looked behind me. Then their eyes filled with disappointment. Xiaoyu, why did those campus beauties not come? Do they not follow you wherever you go? Yeah, I heard you all got into Huada University. On the first day of school, you are supposed to choose one of them. Have you decided which one? Choose. Does Gu Xiaoyu even get a choice anymore? Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan like Shen Haoyu better now. Why are you even asking him? Is that not obvious? The group burst into laughter, waiting to see my reaction. They thought I would get angry, but I did not say a word. I did not even spare them a glance. When they saw I was ignoring them, they tried to keep mocking me. I remained silent. Then the private room door opened. Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan stood protectively on either side of Shen Haoyu. As they entered, the group quickly looked at me, then broke into laughter again. The class president hurried to smooth things over. Since everyone is here, let us get the reunion started. The reunion was loud and lively. Liu Ruyan thoughtfully took off her coat and draped it over Shen Haoyu. The air conditioning is strong in here. Put on another layer and have some more fruit. They took such attentive care of Shen Haoyu. Still mindful of what happened last time, Shen Haoyu never once looked in my direction. I sat in a corner, calmly eating fruit, my expression showing complete indifference. Halfway through, someone suggested a game of truth or dare. I did not want to join, but they dragged me into it. After several rounds, I lost. Come on, it is Gu Xiaoyu's turn to share a secret. I chuckled inwardly. My gaze swept over the two women, and I said coolly, my secret is that, on the first day of school, I will throw away the things that have been with me since childhood. That hardly counts as a secret. How is throwing things away a secret? We will barely let you get away with this round. Do not brush us off like that next time. I nodded, but did not explain. Unfortunately, I lost the next round too. At once, everyone in the private room began egging them on. Gu Xiaoyu, we cannot let you off so easily this time. Let us make it a hard one. How about we ask about Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan? Which one will you choose as your girlfriend? The moment that question was asked, everyone leaned forward, waiting for my answer. Nervously, Liu Ruyan took several sips of water. Lin Wan was no less tense, her fist clenched tightly, never loosening for even a moment. I glanced at them, somewhat surprised. Their eyes were now filled only with Shen Haoyu, yet they were still nervous about my answer. I gave a cold laugh. Neither one. Before I could finish, someone suddenly cried out. Everyone turned to look. Shen Haoyu had accidentally spilled water in his lap. His pants were soaked instantly. The two women's expressions changed slightly. The game was forced to stop. No one felt like continuing. Some people quietly suggested leaving. Everyone, do not go yet. Our teacher bought lots of fireworks. Let us set them off together by the river. To celebrate the start of our new journey, the group eagerly headed to the river to set off fireworks. Brilliant fireworks blossomed across the pitch-black sky. Almost everyone silently made a wish. Only Shen Haoyu shouted toward the river. I hope all of Ruyan and Wanner's wishes come true. At those words, Liu Ruyan's usually distant eyes softened despite herself. Lin Wan's dazzling smile was almost blinding. She tenderly ruffled Shen Haoyu's hair. Why are you so foolish? Who makes a wish for someone else? But you two are the most important people in my heart. You are the most important person to me too. I only felt that. The air was sickeningly sweet with their affection. I did not want to stay near them any longer. So I turned and went to a corner, quietly watching the fireworks alone. Gu Xiaoyu seems upset. He has not even set off any fireworks. Let us go cheer him up. I am not angry about what happened last time anymore. You should not be angry either. Liu Ryan's gaze darkened, as if rooted to the ground. She did not move at all. Lin Wan turned her head away and refused to move as well. Since you will not go, then I will go cheer him up and give him a surprise. With a smile, Shen Haoyu picked up a firework. As he came up behind me, he secretly lit it. Then he casually threw it onto my head. With a bang, the firework exploded. Everyone turned toward me. My entire body was on fire. The two women's hearts clenched. They ran toward me like mad. When I woke up again, I opened my eyes. Everything before me was white. The sharp smell of disinfectant filled my nose. The moment I moved, pain ripped through my entire body. Do not move. Your burns are severe. Luckily, you were brought in quickly, and you received skin grafts. So, you will not be left with scars. Otherwise, that beautiful face of yours would have been completely ruined. Thinking of what happened before I passed out, a chill ran through my heart. I wanted to speak, but the pain left me without strength. By the way, two very beautiful girls brought you to the hospital. You were unconscious when they brought you in. They were frantic. For however long you were unconscious, they stayed by your side just as long. They were only just persuaded to rest. Would you like us to wake them? If they knew you were awake, they would be so happy. No, I do not want to see them. The nurse nodded. She pushed her treatment card away. But not long after, Liu Ryan and Lin Wan learned the news and rushed over anyway. They were usually obsessed with cleanliness, but now their eyes were bloodshot, and they had not changed clothes for days. Their eyes were full of anguish. The instant they saw me, their voices trembled. Gu Xiaoyu, are you okay? I am sorry. We failed to protect you. Before I could say anything, Liu Ryan spoke again. She handed me a thick stack of handwritten apology letters. Gu Xiaoyu, I know you are in a lot of pain. Shen Haoyu was indeed wrong this time, but he did not mean to do it. For however long you were unconscious, he has felt guilty for just as long. He has been trying to think of how to apologize to you. Please forgive him. Hearing that, even my palms turned cold. I am the one who was hurt. Am I supposed to take responsibility for his guilt too? Bring him here and let him suffer the same injuries I did. With that, I closed my eyes, not wanting to see their faces again. Lin Wan frowned. She kept her voice as gentle as possible. Gu Xiaoyu, do not be so aggressive. Haoyu truly feels terrible. He feels so guilty. If you feel sorry for him, go see him. Why are you staying in my hospital room? My eyes were filled with indifference, as if I were shutting them out completely. The two exchanged a glance, then sighed helplessly. They knew that no matter what they said now, I would not listen. Gu Xiaoyu, I found the best doctors in the city to treat you. You will not be scarred. Do not worry. I have left the Liu family's bodyguards here. Tell them directly if there is anything you want to eat. We will come see you every day. After saying that, the two of them gave me a long look as I rested with my eyes closed, then turned and left. After they left, I gritted my teeth and gasped through the pain. From the moment I woke up, the anesthetic had worn off. My entire body felt as if it were being carved apart by knives. I forced myself to endure both the hurt and the pain, refusing to make even the smallest vulnerable sound. After what felt like forever, my parents rushed in. Xiaoyu, does it hurt? I could not hold back any longer. The tears I had held in for so long finally spilled out. Mom, it hurts so much. My mother held me close, her heart breaking for me. My father's face darkened. He slammed his hand down on the table. We let a wolf into our home. That Shen Haoyu must have done it on purpose. Starting today, we are withdrawing our financial support for Shen Haoyu. We will also find evidence and hold him fully accountable. After a long while, my emotions finally settled. My parents had to leave for work as well. Xiaoyu, focus on recovering. Your father and I are busy with work, so we have to go. But we will never let him get away with this. My parents had rushed here, and now they rushed away again. The hospital room became empty and cold once more. Yet I was not as upset as before. My heart felt warm. I closed my eyes, just beginning to drift off, when a knock sounded at the door. Before I could respond, the hospital room door was pushed open. This time, it was Shen Haoyu. He was sobbing pitifully, great tears rolling down his cheeks. Gu Xiaoyu, I am sorry. Please forgive me, will you? I cannot lose the Gu family's support, and I cannot go to prison. I will not survive. I am sorry. I truly did not mean to do it. Please forgive me. He repeated his apology countless times, but I could not hear a shred of sincerity in it. If we had not withdrawn his financial support, if we had not pursued his responsibility, would he have come to apologize? The answer was obvious. I did not want to see him. I reached over and pressed the nurse call button beside me. Nurse, I do not know him. He is disturbing my rest. Please throw him out. To my surprise, the nurse instantly became alert. She quickly grabbed Shen Haoyu's arm and asked him to leave. Shen Haoyu stumbled as he walked, being ushered out, while still pleading. Suddenly, two voices rang out behind them, "Do not touch him." Ruyan and Lin Wan hurriedly supported Shen Haoyu. Are you okay? He shook his head, pretending to be at ease, but his red-rimmed eyes revealed everything. I am fine, really. Gu Xiaoyu does not want to see me. I should go. Though he said that, he did not move an inch. Seeing this, the two women quickly took his hands and barged into the hospital room again. Gu Xiaoyu, Haoyu truly feels guilty. Withdrawing his support is one thing, but holding him accountable is going too far, is it not? Please forgive him this once. Wanner, you do not need to speak for me. I may not have meant to do it, but if it were not for me, Gu Xiaoyu would not have been hurt or endured such agony from skin grafts. I know. He will not forgive me easily. Lying in the hospital bed, I watched the two of them rush to defend Shen Haoyu. For a moment, I felt dazed. Did I really know these two people before me? The three of us had grown up together for over a decade. Shen Haoyu had only been around for a month. How could they change so quickly? The three people before me were still arguing. I will not be guilt-tripped. Whether the first forgive him is my decision. I need to rest now. Please leave. The two women looked at each other, each seeing the surprise in the other's eyes. They had not expected me to be so cold. Shen Haoyu's tears would not stop falling. His eyes were swollen and red from crying. Ruyan gently comforted him as she wiped away his tears. There. Do not cry. It is not your fault. You still have us. Right. Even if the Gu family cuts off your support, you still have us. Do not worry about future tuition. As for everything else, you do not need to worry either. We will find a way to help you avoid conviction. Hearing that, I closed my eyes, a mocking smile tugging at my lips. Of course, I knew that if they wanted to, they could protect Shen Haoyu. So, why come begging for my forgiveness? What was the point? I stayed in the hospital for a long time. Ruyan and Lin Wan came to see me nearly every day. I refused to see them every time. With no other choice, they could only leave gifts outside my door each day, hoping someone going in would bring them inside. But every time, I gave them to the nurse on duty, until the day I was discharged, when the two of them came to pick me up. Gu Xiaoyu, your parents are away on a business trip. We came to pick you up. I did not even look at them, and turned to leave another way. Ruyan's face darkened. She grabbed my hand. Gu Xiaoyu, because you were unhappy. We have not seen Shen Haoyu lately. It is understandable that you do not like him. But why have you become so distant from us two? I could not help finding it laughable. Was I the one deliberately growing distant? Was it not you two who pushed me away step by step, forcing me out of your lives? I merely gave a quiet laugh. Without answering, Lin Wan drove the car over and blocked the entrance. Gu Xiaoyu, if you do not get in, we will keep blocking the way. I guarantee, no car on this road will be able to pass. Before long, cars nearby honked their horns in protest. Soon, more and more cars were backed up behind us. I did not want to disrupt traffic, so I had no choice but to get into Lin Wan's car. The moment I got in, the two of them began eagerly fawning over me. Holding up strawberry cake, Lin Wan said, Gu Xiaoyu, look, this is your favorite cake. Have you not always wanted some? I waited in line for ages. No, thanks. I do not like it anymore. Ruyan then placed a beautifully packaged box of ointment in front of me. It is okay if you do not like it. I had a renowned medical professor abroad get this ointment for me. It will help your wounds heal. No need. The hospital prescribed medicine, so I will not need this. No matter how eagerly they tried to please me, I refused them all. Suddenly, I felt as though something had been wedged into the gap between the seats. I pulled it out. It was a note. In elegant handwriting, the note read, Prince Haoyu's passenger seat. I could not help but sneer. Lin Wan hurriedly snatched the note away and tore it to pieces. Xiaoyu, do not misunderstand. That was my punishment for losing a game last time. Her hasty movements made it seem like she was terrified I would misunderstand. But I only gave a careless little laugh. It has nothing to do with me. How could it have nothing to do with you? Have you forgotten What you promised us. You were supposed to choose on the first day of school. Yes. Have you made your choice? I glanced at them. You should ask Shen Haoyu that. Instead, that would be more appropriate. Liu Ryan and Lin Wan's expressions changed abruptly. They both rushed to explain. Why ask Haoyu? We do not see him that way. Gu Xiaoyu, have you misunderstood something? But I did not want to hear any more. I closed my eyes, resting my head against the window, blocking them out completely. Liu Ryan and Lin Wan did not dare say another word. They only exchanged a look, feeling that I had changed so much. I cared less and less about them. They wanted to explain, but did not know where to begin, so they could only reassure themselves that everything would be fine when school started. As soon as I got home, my teacher called. Gu Xiaoyu, you did very well on your exams this time. You came first in the entire city. The school would like to invite you back to give a speech to the younger students and share your study tips. I hesitated for a moment. If I gave that speech, I could no longer hide that I had changed my college choice. But I hesitated for only a few seconds. Before agreeing, they would find out about my changed college choice sooner or later. I had only kept it hidden to avoid trouble, but it was already set in stone. No matter how furious they became, they could not change anything. I could not keep holding back just because I feared they would find out. Besides, I wanted even more to share my study experience with the younger students. With that in mind, I spent 3 full days preparing for the speech. But just before I went on stage, Liu Ryan and Lin Wan stopped me and blocked my path to the stage. Lin Wan spoke awkwardly. Gu Xiaoyu, you do not need to go on stage this time. Why not go out and get something to eat with us? Or is there somewhere you want to go? We will take you. What do you mean? Liu Ryan was silent for several seconds before she finally spoke. Haoyu really wants to improve his public speaking skills, so I asked my father to step in and give him this speaking opportunity. Liu Ryan's father had funded several school buildings. Changing the speaker at the last minute only took a word from him. Just then, Shen Haoyu's clear voice came from the stage. I looked up toward the sound and saw Shen Haoyu standing on stage. As I stood there stunned, Liu Ryan and Lin Wan grew tense with dread. They waited for me to lose my temper. Yet after waiting for quite a while, my face remained cold. I showed no anger at all. They had prepared all kinds of ways to deal with me, but none of it was needed. I only smiled, said nothing, and turned to leave. What a pity, Liu Ryan and Lin Wan. You missed your last chance to learn the truth. On the first day of school, my parents rushed back especially for me. Xiaoyu, have you packed everything? Peking University is so far from Jingxi. Make sure you bring everything you need. My parents anxiously counted and recounted my luggage. Let us take you to the airport. You are traveling so far alone. Your father will worry. No, I am grown up now. Mom, Dad, you are busy with work. You do not need to worry about me. Even though I said that, my parents were still worried. They wiped away their tears. How can we not worry about you? Going somewhere so far away alone. Smiling, I hugged my mother. Mom, I am only going away to college, and you are already crying like this. When I go away for work someday, will you not cry yourself unconscious? Then mother remembered something. She hurriedly took a note from her bag. A phone number was written on it. Xiaoyu, when you were little, our family arranged a childhood betrothal for you. But Liu Ryan and Lin Wan have been attached to you since childhood. We always thought you would marry one of them. So, we never mentioned it. But now, they are not right for you either. That child is studying at Peking University too. You will be at the same school. Childhood betrothals do not mean much these days. But if you get along, see where it goes. If not, you can still ask him for help when you need it. So, you will have someone looking out for you. As they spoke, my parents placed the note in my palm. I was just about to decline when Liu Ryan and Lin Wan suddenly walked in. Uncle Annie, do not worry. We will take good care of him. Everyone present knew. The two had misunderstood. They thought my parents were talking about them. But everyone remained silent. No one told them the truth. Calmly, I slipped the note into my pocket. Do not worry. I understand. Mother wiped her tears, nodded while father's eyes turned red as well. Liu Ryan and Lin Wan exchanged a look, not understanding why my parents were crying so much. Uncle Annie, Huada University is right here in the city. Even though Gu Xiaoyu will live on campus, he can come home anytime on weekends. If he misses home, we can bring him back every day. My parents sighed, but said nothing. Liu Ryan and Lin Wan noticed nothing unusual. They hurried to my room to help carry my suitcases. But once they went inside, they were both startled. Is Huada not in the city? You can come home anytime. Why bring so many clothes? What I do is none of your business. It is normal for me to have a lot of clothes. Right? Buy as much as you want. Once the enrollment is finished, we will take you shopping for more. Liu Ryan said nothing else. She simply picked up a suitcase. For once, her usually aloof face held a barely noticeable trace of tension. Gu Xiaoyu, ride with me. I have a surprise waiting for you at school. Lin Wan quickly took the suitcase from her. Ride with me instead. I have a surprise too. The two tugged me from either side. As they competed, someone's phone rang. Ryan, wonder I was in a car accident on my way to school. Their expressions changed instantly. They anxiously asked, Are you okay? What happened? Are you hurt? I am fine. I was just frightened. Do not move. Wait right there. I will be right there. Do not be afraid. I am coming to you. After hanging up, they finally remembered I was standing beside them. Before they could speak, I cut them off first. You do not need to take me. I will go to school on my own. Liu Ryan hesitated, as if she wanted to say something. In the end, she only said, When you get to school, remember to call me. Gu Xiaoyu, you said you would choose between us on the first day of school. Do not forget. I kept looking at them coldly. I neither nodded nor answered. Both of them sensed something was off. But Lin Wan's phone rang again. On the other end, Shen Haoyu was crying, tears streaming down his face. He said he was scared and that his leg hurt. Only then did they have no choice but to leave. Before leaving, they still helped load my luggage into our family driver's car. Liu Ryan and Lin Wan kept looking back as they left, repeatedly reminding me to contact them. But I never replied with a single word. At last, they each got into their own cars. I got into mine as well. The moment I sat down, my phone vibrated. When I checked it, I saw it was a message from Shen Haoyu. Gu Xiaoyu, do you see clearly now? All it takes is one call from me, and they will still abandon you. Even if you become their boyfriend, it will be no different. If you keep supporting me, I might consider giving one of them to you. I gave a mocking laugh. My fingers typed a few words, no need. I do not want either of them. They are both yours. After sending it, I promptly blocked Shen Haoyu. Then I blocked Liu Ryan and Lin Wan too. Finally, I snapped my SIM card in half and threw it away. I took a new card from my bag and put it in. The driver hit the gas. The car headed toward the airport in the opposite direction from theirs. Watching the scenery race past, I smiled faintly. This time, I would truly begin a new life. The moment the plane took off, I thought, everything from the past is over. I am about to begin a completely new life. And in this chapter of my life, there would be no place for either of them, just as my plane took off. Elsewhere, Liu Ryan and Lin Wan stood holding bouquets in both hands. At the gates of Huada University, their expressions grew darker and darker. The Gu family car still had not appeared. Their sense of foreboding grew stronger. For some reason, both felt deeply uneasy, and that feeling continued to grow. A thought rose in their minds. Maybe Xiaoyu did not want to accept their confessions. Maybe he had simply taken another way into campus. The countless flowers arranged behind them drew the attention of many students. Some curious onlookers even took photos of them and posted them on the school forum. Our school's beautiful freshman girls are making such a grand display on their first day. Who are they confessing to? Who is lucky enough to be the one? You know, they each have their own style. One is cool and aloof, while the other is fiery and free-spirited. Could they be confessing to the same guy? They are still at the school gate. I am going to take a look too. After seeing the forum post, countless people rushed over to watch. More and more people gathered around. The crowd whispered among themselves, all eager to know, who could possibly be so lucky as to receive confessions from such stunning beauties? Liu Ryan stared anxiously at her phone, dialing again and again. She had no idea how many times she had called me, but I never answered. Lin Wan's face darkened like a thundercloud. She gripped her phone tightly. He blocked me. I cannot reach him at all. Lin Wan nearly crushed her phone out of shape. Clearly, Liu Ryan's icy eyes were filled with irritation as well. They had never faced anything like this before. Something must have happened to Xiaoyu. The flowers, diamond rings, and gifts they had prepared were casually discarded where they stood. Liu Ryan raced to my house without hesitation. Lin Wan hurried through the campus, searching everywhere. The Gu family's door was knocked on again. This time, It took a long while before anyone answered. Can I help you? At the sight of the servant, Ryan's brows drew together. For a moment, she could not speak. Is Gu Xiaoyu still home? As she spoke, her eyes searched the house. My suitcase was nowhere in the house, and neither was I. The servant looked utterly confused. Miss Liu, the young master, left with you this morning, did he not? I see. Are uncle and aunt still home? I have something to ask them. After you left, sir and madam went out of town on business. You can call and ask them. Then the servant slowly closed the door. Ryan's gaze darkened. Her hand curled into a tight fist. She muttered to herself, if only the call would connect, that would be enough. Could Xiaoyu truly not want to accept our confessions? Is that why he is avoiding us? I had settled Shen Haoyu's situation, then rushed to the school as fast as I could, to prepare a surprise. Why was I still till late? We were so close. We could have explained everything. Ryan returned to school, utterly devastated. Meanwhile, Lin Wan was no better off. She asked everyone if they had seen him. Every passing student shook their head. Girl, searching like this will not get you anywhere. Who are you looking for? Ask the student services office, or go to the registrar's office. Have them check the school system. Would that not be much faster? Thank you. I am so stupid. I cannot believe I was searching in such a foolish way. After receiving that advice, Lin Wan rushed to the registrar's office. She found the staff member in charge of student records. Sir, my boyfriend is also a freshman here, but I have not been able to reach him. Could you please help me check whether he is registered at the school? The staff member hesitated for a long time. Only after Lin Wan offered to donate a new library reading room did he agree with a broad smile. He searched the system several times, but found no one named Gu Xiaoyu. There was not even anyone with the same name. Pointing at the name on the screen, the staff member checked again and again. He sounded uncertain. Miss, are you sure your boyfriend's name is Gu Xiaoyu? You did not get it wrong? Yes, that is right. How could I forget his name? Now it was the staff member's turn to panic. He instinctively checked the freshman admissions list. He searched it over and over. Together with Lin Wan, he went through it countless times. Finally, he concluded, Miss, the Xiaoyu you mentioned is not a student at our school. None of this year's admitted students has that name, nor has anyone by that name attended in previous years. The system records do not make mistakes. Could your boyfriend have lied to you? If he really deceived you, you should report it to the police immediately. Hearing this, Lin Wan felt as though she had been struck by lightning. Thunder seemed to roar through her mind. Just then, Ryan received word and hurried over. The icy aura around her was terrifying. Hardly anyone dared approach her. Everyone wished they could stay far away from her. What did you find? Lin Wan shook her head. She told her everything she had just learned. Where did Xiaoyu go? Is he leaving us? The same thought rose in both their hearts. Lin Wan's eyes reddened slightly. Her body swayed faintly. She could not accept it. On the way to school, she had considered every possibility. She had even thought Xiaoyu was merely jealous and upset. But she had never imagined he would leave. For a moment, neither of them could accept it. For one brief moment, they both wondered if they had pushed him too hard, driving him to leave without a word. But the next moment, a young man's voice interrupted their thoughts. Beautiful ladies, there is a boy at the school gate. He picked up your gifts and flowers. He says he knows you. You should hurry over and see. It is raining outside. It would be awful if he got sick from the rain. The two exchanged a look. Each saw surprise and excitement in the other's eyes. Overjoyed, they rushed outside. Could Xiaoyu be at the school gate? Both of them clung to that impossible hope. It did not matter if he was not at their school, as long as Xiaoyu would still accept their confessions. As they drew closer to the gate, Lin Wan's heart pounded wildly. Ryan was just as nervous. When they reached the school gate, the boy holding two bouquets turned around. They both froze. Why is it you? Shen Haoyu. What are you doing here? Where is Xiaoyu? Shen Haoyu was soaked from head to toe. He tried to shield them with his slight frame, keeping the rain from soaking the bouquets in his arms. Ryan, Warner, you finally came. I kept watch over your gifts and flowers. Why has Xiaoyu not come yet? I have waited here for so long. You do not need to watch over these. Go home first. Xiaoyu is not coming. Neither of them had expected this outcome. All their hopes came crashing down. Naturally, they felt awful. They had no heart to comfort Shen Haoyu. But Shen Haoyu had not given up. Holding the gifts, he smiled and tried to soothe them. Ryan, Warner, do not lose heart. Xiaoyu just has not made up his mind yet. Maybe, after some time, he will come around. Look, the gifts you prepared are wonderful. A boy like me would really love them. Xiaoyu will definitely love them too. Unfortunately, neither woman was really listening. They once could not bear to see Shen Haoyu suffer even the slightest hurt. Now, they could ignore him standing in the rain. Xiaoyu would not like these gifts. The three of them had grown up together. How could they not understand what Xiaoyu meant? His actions were an obvious rejection. To get away from them, Xiaoyu changed his college choice. Without ever telling them, could his intentions have been any clearer? They had thought treating Shen Haoyu well would make Xiaoyu jealous and make him compete with Shen Haoyu, until he finally accepted their confessions. Instead, he wanted neither of them. Ruyan and Lin Wan's eyes were filled with desolation. Then, Shen Haoyu suddenly opened both gift boxes. He put on the watch and diamond ring. He took each of their hands. Ruyan, Warner, Xiaoyu does not like you, but you still have me. You are both so wonderful. Xiaoyu cannot see that. Could you look at the one by your side? I am pretty great too. Ignoring the rain soaking through his clothes, Shen Haoyu shouted those words at the top of his lungs. In an instant, the entire campus fell silent. Even Ruyan and Lin Wan were speechless. Lin Wan forced an awkward smile. She spoke as if joking. Shen Haoyu, you cannot be serious, can you? Stop messing around. Take off that diamond ring. That is not yours to wear. Ruyan stared at Shen Haoyu's hands. Her gaze was so cold. It was as if she wanted to chop them off. Who gave you permission to put that on? Take it off. It was not meant for you. Her icy hand clamped tightly around Shen Haoyu's hand. She forcibly tore off the ring he had just put on. Shen Haoyu stood there stunned. Tears instantly welled up in his eyes. He looked utterly wronged as he cried. He apologized again and again. I am sorry. I know it belongs to Xiaoyu. I misunderstood. I got carried away. Shen Haoyu gave a self-mocking smile. Then he left in tears. But after he had run only a short distance, he never heard anyone chasing after him. Not a single set of footsteps. This time, he truly panicked. He had thought they were completely under his control, that they loved him so deeply they could not break free. So, why was this happening? Xiaoyu had chosen the day they were meant to confess. That was the day he abandoned them. Why did they still love Xiaoyu so much? Shen Haoyu stood beside a secluded lake. For a while, he was completely lost. It was only his first day at this school. After taking one wrong turn, he forgot how to get back. Furious, he kicked the large tree beside him. Why is even the road making things difficult for me? But the rain had made the ground slick, and he slipped into a painful split. The polished image he had carefully prepared beforehand was left in complete disarray. Shen Haoyu was nearly furious enough to cry. He lay on the ground, grimacing in pain. It took him a long while to struggle back to his feet. His heart was filled with resentment. Why did they all like Xiaoyu so much? Even after everything that had happened, they still loved Xiaoyu just as deeply. Family status, position, money. Loving parents, a younger sister who had grown up by Xiaoyu's side. Xiaoyu had it all. Why could Xiaoyu not give a little to me? Even if he gave me just one, that would be enough. Why did they have to treat me like this? The resentment in his heart grew stronger and stronger. He slammed his fist viciously into the tree trunk. Blood seeped from his knuckles. Xiaoyu had the best grades. He went to Peking University. When our school received the notice, we found it rather strange. Why did he not stay with you two at Huada University here in the city? But it was already settled, and neither of you asked about it. The admissions list was even posted in our class group chat. Take a look, and you will see. Hearing that, Lin Wan hurriedly opened the class group chat and carefully searched through it. After thanking the teacher, Ruyan hung up. Just as expected, when they saw Xiaoyu's name on the admissions list, they both froze. Peking University was thousands of miles away. Why would he choose to go there? They had all chosen Huada University as promised. Why had he suddenly changed his mind? Meanwhile, the moment I stepped off the plane, I saw someone holding a sign with my name on it. Gu Xiaoyu. For a moment, I was stunned. Bai Ningbing reached over and took my suitcase. She introduced herself. I am Bai Ningbing, your childhood fiancée. Then she called over the Bai family driver, and they loaded the rest of my luggage into the car. Still dazed, I let Bai Ningbing lead me away. When I felt Baiking's cool air, I instinctively shivered. Meanwhile, Ruyan and Lin Wan carefully placed the family heirlooms back in their boxes. They had never intended to accept Shen Haoyu. They had mostly used him as a tool to make Xiaoyu jealous. Xiaoyu was no longer here, so there was no need to treat him so well anymore. Besides, because of him, Xiaoyu had chosen neither of them. Liu Ruyan looked at Lin Wan, displeasure in her eyes. If we had not made that damned agreement, we might have won Xiaoyu over by now. Instead of ending up like this, with no idea where Xiaoyu had gone, an endless silence followed. Then Liu Ruyan suddenly spoke. Our high school homeroom teacher must know where Xiaoyu went. Right. Mr. Liu was our high school homeroom teacher. He must know which university Xiaoyu attends. The two hurriedly made the call. Hello, Mr. Liu? It is me, Liu Ruyan. I wanted to ask, which university did Xiaoyu go to? The three of you were together almost every day. Do you really not know which university Xiaoyu went to? Liu Ruyan fell silent, slightly ashamed. On the other end of the call, Mr. Liu spoke proudly. My mind instantly cleared. I have not mistaken you for someone else, have I? You really are the child that betrothed my mother told me about. The instant I asked the question, a trench coat was draped over my shoulders. Ningbing took out a photograph and held it before me. I do not think I could be mistaken. I took it and saw myself in the photograph. The photo still carried a faint trace of Ningbing's scent. I am sorry. I should not have doubted you. It is all right. Let us go to campus. I am in financial management at Peking University's business school. I am a year ahead of you. Come to me if you need anything. Let us add each other as contacts. Ningbing walked me to my dorm, then helped the driver carry all my luggage inside. Before I could refuse, Ningbing had unpacked my things and even made my bed. I only arranged my private clothes myself. Ningbing handled nearly everything else. She even noticed what I was missing and promptly had someone buy it. I was so touched, I hardly knew what to say. Ningbing was almost too thoughtful. Watching Ningbing's busy figure, I almost felt like she truly was my girlfriend. But I came to my senses at once. After what I had been through before, I could hardly bring myself to offer my heart again. Ningbing, thank you for today. I will treat you to a meal sometime. All right. By the time I fell deeply asleep in bed, Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan at Huada University could not sleep at all. Gu Xiaoyu was not at Huada University. Everything there seemed to have lost its appeal. Liu Ruyan turned down every class activity. She even used her connections to get out of the upcoming military training. From the balcony, Liu Ruyan called her father. Hello, Dad. I want to transfer to Peking University. There was a long stunned silence on the other end. Then an angry rebuke came through. Liu Ruyan, have you lost your mind? University is not high school. You cannot go wherever you please. I will not agree to this. Given the Liu family's standing, you must be especially careful in everything you do. Do not even mention transferring schools, unless you drop out and retake the college entrance exam. The moment he finished speaking, a beep sounded, and the call was disconnected. Liu Ruyan had expected this outcome. She was not disappointed in the least. That call had not been to ask for permission, but to give notice. Meanwhile, Lin Wan was facing the same situation. Lin Wan, do you think you are 3 years old? Today you want to go here, and tomorrow you are demanding to attend university somewhere else. This is not a joke. With your careless attitude, getting you into Huada took every prayer I had. Your mother, and I will not agree to this. I know you want to go to Peking University because of Xiaoyu, but the answer is still no. Xiaoyu went so far away. Was it not just to get away from you? Give it up. The Lin family will not give you any help. If you truly want to go, then find a way yourself. Lin Wan's eyes darkened, but she did not say a word. Which university they attended made no difference to them. They had once believed Xiaoyu liked Huada University, so they had deliberately brought him to check in at its gates. They had agreed to attend university here, but they never expected Xiaoyu just to escape them would make such a hasty decision. Neither of them slept all night. The next day, they should have been with their classmates, attending the freshman orientation. Instead, they headed for the academic affairs office. The academic affairs officer frowned deeply, asking again and again, is Huada University not good enough? Why do you want to withdraw? All those years of hard work in high school, do you want to throw them away? You need to understand, Huada University and Peking University are evenly matched. Either one is just as good. Besides, this university better suits your future careers. The officer tried everything possible to keep these surprise benefactors from leaving. Sir, with my intelligence, getting into any university would be effortless. Xiaoyu is not here, so there is no reason for me to stay. Same here. It is only the college entrance exam. I just need to put in a little effort. I do not want to be separated from Xiaoyu. The officer hesitated. By then, Shen Haoyu had heard everything from outside the door. He had thought that now the three of them were at Huada University, while Xiaoyu alone was absent. His chance had finally come, but he never expected they would withdraw from school for Xiaoyu. Liu Ryan. Warner, can you please not withdraw? I do not want to be separated from you. Could you both look back and see me for once? I am begging you. Can you stop seeing only Xiaoyu? I am no worse than Xiaoyu. I am the one who loves you more. After hearing that, the disbelief and disgust in their eyes grew ever clearer. The office fell deathly silent. After a long while, Liu Ryan was the first to break the silence. Shen Haoyu, do you remember what you promised us? The moment those words were spoken, Shen Haoyu's heart went cold. Lin Wan barely restrained her fury. Then she dragged him out of the office. Then her fist shot forward and slammed into the wall beside him. Plaster peeled from the wall, and bits of debris fell over Shen Haoyu. Shen Haoyu, we had an agreement. You would play along with us and make Gu Xiaoyu jealous. You promised us you would never develop feelings for us. That is why we chose you. You were the one who assured us that you would help us win Xiaoyu over. But now, you used us to drive Xiaoyu away, and now you want to confess to us. I remember warning you, more than once, not to develop feelings you should not have for us. So, how do we settle this now? The two took turns speaking, all but nailing Shen Haoyu to a cross. It felt as though they would sentence him to death the next second. Panic overwhelmed him. His lips trembled without stopping, yet he could not form a complete sentence. During this time, Shen Haoyu had been lost in a beautiful dream, and had long forgotten their original agreement. When he had first met the two of them, he had thought them breathtaking. Xiaoyu had introduced him to them again and again. Shen Haoyu had witnessed firsthand how much they valued and cared for Xiaoyu. Gradually, greed took root in him too. The thought alone thrilled Shen Haoyu. He dreamed of becoming Xiaoyu. So, he made a bold decision. Shen Haoyu sought them out to propose a deal. They would pretend to care for Shen Haoyu, to make Gu Xiaoyu jealous. In return, he would help the two pursue Gu Xiaoyu. To convince them the plan would work, Shen Haoyu deliberately threw away the love letters they had prepared for Gu Xiaoyu. Then he forged their handwriting and wrote letters to himself. When Gu Xiaoyu found those two letters, her shocked, flustered expression remained crystal clear in Shen Haoyu's memory. Just as expected, Xiaoyu took the letters and confronted them. And just as they had hoped, Xiaoyu was jealous. After that, they believed him and decided that, on Huada University's opening day, they would explain everything to Xiaoyu. But none of them expected. Xiaoyu had already been utterly disappointed in them both. Thinking of everything that had happened, Shen Haoyu gave a crazed laugh. If Liu Ryan and Lin Wan had not reminded him, he would still be lost in the dream he had woven for himself. Their cold, merciless eyes made it seem their kindness toward him had never existed. He instinctively reached out to touch them, but one of them swatted his hand away without hesitation. You deceived me, and you drove Gu Xiaoyu away. Then do not blame me. If it were not for you, Gu Xiaoyu would never have left us. Is your future not what you care about most? We are withdrawing our financial support, and for every time you bully Gu Xiaoyu, you will repay it all one by one. Shen Haoyu laughed until tears spilled down his face. He screamed until his voice was raw, trying to win their pity. Liu Ryan, Lin Wan, stop lying to yourselves. During this time, you had countless chances to win Xiaoyu back, but you took none of them. You drove him away with your own hands. I told you, he does not love you at all. I am the one who loves you most. It is me. Yet their eyes held only coldness. Enough. Xiaoyu must still have feelings for us. Then the two left Shen Haoyu where he stood, and without hesitation, went to complete their withdrawal paperwork. Shen Haoyu collapsed to the floor in disarray, his heart in utter turmoil. Losing their financial support alone would be enough to drive him to his death. He had grown accustomed to a life of luxury. For him to fall back into the gutter again was simply impossible. Regret suddenly gripped Shen Haoyu. He hurried to his feet and took the cards they had given him to the bank. He rushed in and said, I want cash. As much as possible. He frantically entered his password, his fingers trembling. It took several attempts to finish. As he waited for it to go through, only a huge amount of cash could possibly calm his restless heart. But then, the cash machine displayed, your bank card has been frozen. Shen Haoyu panicked completely. He quickly tried another machine, desperately reassuring himself. It must be a malfunction. It cannot have happened this fast. He tried machine after machine, but every screen showed the same message. Shen Haoyu muttered like a madman, clutching his bank cards, then slamming them onto the bank teller's counter. He roared, give me cash. Withdraw everything you can. I am sorry, but both your bank cards have been frozen. At those words, all strength left Shen Haoyu's body. He collapsed into a helpless heap on the floor. It is over. Everything is over. He casually tossed the 2 cards onto the floor. He was nearly broken by despair. Even Shen Haoyu himself did not know how he made his way back. As he walked, a mischievous child suddenly appeared, holding a firework and laughing as he played with his friends. Not watching where he was going, the child crashed into Shen Haoyu's calf. Get away, do not touch me. The firework exploded behind Shen Haoyu. Sparks set Shen Haoyu's clothes ablaze. From a hidden spot, a red light blinked. Then a black-clad bodyguard spoke quietly into his phone. President Gu, it is done. We will make sure Shen Haoyu suffers. Gu Xiaoyu's father stood beside the floor-to-ceiling window, gazing over the river. He gave a quiet hum. Shen Haoyu struggled for a long time, before finally putting out the fire on his back. Then he limped toward the hospital. The searing pain across his back drenched him in cold sweat. Shen Haoyu's face was ashen. After only a few steps, he fainted. When Shen Haoyu woke again, his whole body felt as if it were being torn apart. Seeing that he was awake, the nurse urged him to pay his bills. Mr. Shen, we could not reach any of your contacts. Your surgery and hospital fees must be paid promptly. Otherwise, we may not be able to complete your remaining surgery, and you cannot remain here for treatment. Please, save me. I am in the hospital, and I cannot afford the surgery. Please, help me just one more time. I was wrong about what happened before, but I could not have predicted Xiaoyu's feelings. You tried before, did you not? It worked. Please. Shen Haoyu had no idea how many times he begged. His voice had turned hoarse. Only then did Liu Ruyan finally speak on the other end. Now that you mention it, I seem to have forgotten that before. You did so many terrible things to Xiaoyu. We were still too easy on you. That is why you still dare to beg me now. For hurting Xiaoyu, you should repay it 100-fold, 1,000-fold. After Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan withdrew from school, they immediately enrolled in a college entrance exam prep program. Before long, someone who knew the truth exposed Shen Haoyu's actions. Countless people spoke of Shen Haoyu with contempt. But lying in the hospital, he knew nothing about it. Liu Ruyan believed her grades were excellent. Even without the repeat program, she could get into Peking University. The program was merely for appearances. Though Lin Wan's grades were not as good as Liu Ruyan's, she was naturally unconcerned. If she could not match Liu Ruyan, she could hire a private tutor. So the two rushed straight to Peking University in biking. Meanwhile, the roommates I met here were all lovely. Everything on campus was so wonderful that I nearly forgot about those two. After military training ended, my phone chimed. Is Sister Baizu asking you out to dinner again? Honestly, when are you two getting together? Yeah. A lot of people are rooting for you too. The 3 of us even made a bet on how much longer Bai Ningbing will take to win you over. I cannot lose. My roommates chattered noisily, each throwing in a comment. My cheeks flushed despite myself. Alright, I have not decided yet. Besides, he has not even confessed properly. I am only grateful for all the help he has given me lately. After brushing off my roommates, I stood outside the dormitory, looking around eagerly. But Bai Ningbing was nowhere in sight. Just as I was wondering where he was, my military training instructor appeared before me with a bouquet of red roses. Gu Xiaoyu, I really like you. Will you be with me? A crowd of students behind me watched and cheered. After all, finishing every challenge too early would be boring. But Bai Ningbing had never expected. An unexpected turn had entered his life. It was only after meeting me that he found me somewhat interesting. You are so impressive. They are probably just in awe of you. I came up with an excuse for everything that had just happened. Bai Ningbing smiled faintly, but offered no explanation. As Bai Ningbing led me to a private restaurant, we unexpectedly ran into 2 people I did not want to see. Who is he? No one had ever made them feel so threatened. Not even each other had made them feel so threatened. They had always believed that I would choose one of them. They never expected me to choose neither of them, but someone else instead. Liu Ruyan's gaze turned icy. She met Bai Ningbing's eyes without backing down. Who she is seems to be none of your business. At a time like this, should you not be with Shen Haoyu? Bai Ningbing reassuringly took my hand, giving me warmth and strength. We are not with him. He has received the punishment he deserves. I can explain what happened before. In the photo, Shen Haoyu no longer had his former swagger. So, did you come to ask forgiveness on his behalf? Many students gathered behind me, cheering them on. Say yes, say yes. Sorry, I do not like you. I cannot be with you. The beautiful instructor's face immediately darkened. Her lips moved a few times, as if she wanted to say more. Then Ningbing appeared behind me. Her warm hand rested politely on my shoulder. Gu Xiaoyu has already rejected you. It is time for you to leave. The moment she saw Ningbing, the instructor's face went gray. She left in disappointment. The crowd gradually dispersed as well. They all seem afraid of you. Of course. After all, I am practically half their teacher. Naturally, they are afraid. But you are only 1 year ahead of me. How are you a teacher? Well, in the latter half of last year, I had already completed all my undergraduate courses and begun graduate studies early. Then, during the first half of this year, I was exceptionally appointed as an acting instructor to teach some students. Perhaps that is why they are so afraid of me. Ningbing concealed a few facts, but they were not important. In truth, raised on an elite education since childhood, he had already taught himself several university courses. Now, he was merely completing life's essential milestones. After all, finishing every challenge too early would be boring. So, did you come to ask forgiveness on his behalf? That does not seem necessary. I do not think there is anything left to explain. We did not come to ask forgiveness for Shen Haoyu. He deserves everything happening to him now. Before, he deceived us, which is why we treated you so coldly. Lin Wan and Ruyan took turns adding details, explaining everything that had happened during this time. They feared that if they did not explain now, they might truly lose Gu Xiaoyu forever. Gu Xiaoyu, both pairs of very different eyes held the same sincerity. Are you joking? Or are you lying to me? This is your explanation. It is beyond ridiculous. Even if everything you said is true, the pain you caused me was real. I do not want to forgive you, and I never will. Ruyan, Lin Wan, when you truly love someone, you never hurt the person you love. If you really love Gu Xiaoyu, you would never have hurt him like that. And let me introduce myself. I am Gu Xiaoyu's fiancée. The moment those words were spoken, the two froze where they stood. They could barely believe what they had heard. Gu Xiaoyu, tell me whether this is true or not. As long as you say it is false, I will believe you. Somewhat surprised, I glanced at Ningbing. She gave me a reassuring look. Taking the hint, I put my arm around Ningbing, naturally interlacing my fingers with hers. Have we not made it obvious enough? Our parents arranged our engagement when we were children. Ningbing is already my fiancée. Let go of each other. Gu Xiaoyu, you cannot take a childhood engagement seriously. We love you so much. Do not deliberately bring someone here just to upset us. This joke is not funny at all. We made mistakes. Punish us however you want. But do not do this. We cannot live without you. Less than a minute later, several bodyguards appeared. They seized Ruyan and Lin Wan, preparing to take them away. Your leaving school has nothing to do with me. That was your own choice. I stopped loving you a long time ago. Do you still not understand? That blunt rejection utterly shattered both their hearts. Right in front of them, Ningbing took my hand and led me into the private restaurant. Are you all right? I am fine now. Thank you for helping me. The two of us sat at the table. Ningbing ate quietly. Our tastes were remarkably alike. Every dish on the table was something we liked. Ningbing kept noticing what I liked. She served food onto my plate and refilled my tea. When she saw the corners of my lips lift slightly, Ningbing's lips curved almost imperceptibly too. Then she casually glanced toward a hidden corner. Miss Liu, I advise you not to disturb Mr. Gu again. Otherwise, you will face the consequences. Ruyan silently pulled herself to her feet. She did not take those words to heart at all. There was no chance she would stop pursuing him. Meanwhile, Lin Wan had barely been brought home when her father locked her up. Dad, I will not give up on Gu Xiaoyu. Did you not support my feelings for him before? Why can you not support me now? You know that was before. How have you treated Gu Xiaoyu this past year? Have you forgotten all of it? Do you know how many times your mother and I went to the Gu family to apologize? It is bad enough that you wronged Gu Xiaoyu. It is bad enough that you were entangled with Shen Haoyu. After doing all that, why would you turn back now? You have disgraced the Lin family, your mother, and I must have spoiled you too much. From today onward, you will stay home and focus on your studies. You are not allowed outside. Father Lin's chest heaved with fury. Mother Lin hurriedly rubbed his back. Yet Lin Wan stubbornly refused to yield. Mom, Dad, I wronged Gu Xiaoyu before. I can bear the consequences myself, and I will earn his forgiveness. But I will never give him up. With Ruyan's help, Lin Wan escaped from the ancestral hall. The Liu residence was empty. The floor was piled with countless items. Everyone held memories of the three of them. There were mementos from when the three played together as children, and diaries filled with their private thoughts. Gu Xiaoyu has always been soft-hearted. He will surely forgive us. We merely went about it the wrong way. Lin Wan looked at those things and remained silent for a long time. Before speaking with difficulty, let us work together. We share the same enemy. By Ningbing, only by working together can we hope to win back Gu Xiaoyu. In just 3 days, they sorted through everything from their past and laid it all out. Looking at the items filling several boxes, they suddenly fell still. For some reason, panic flooded their hearts. Instinctively, they thought of the stuffed toy Gu Xiaoyu had thrown into the trash that day. Had it really been moldy? They had preserved all these things perfectly. How could Gu Xiaoyu's belongings possibly have gone moldy? Before school started, everything that happened in those brief 2 months replayed endlessly in their minds. They already had a vague answer, but instinctively avoided facing it. Not long after returning to Jing City, they secretly traveled to biking again. Inside the library was a small room reserved exclusively for Bai Ningbing. Bai Ningbing and Gu Xiaoyu sat facing each other, studying quietly on their own. They exchanged a few words now and then. After Gu Xiaoyu realized how capable Bai Ningbing was, Gu Xiaoyu came to study with Bai Ningbing almost every day. At times like this, the well-read Bai Ningbing was an exceptional help. Gu Xiaoyu wanted to stay by Bai Ningbing's side every moment and learn from Bai Ningbing. The atmosphere between them was nothing like the romantic relationship everyone gossiped about. It was more like that of mentor and student. It was also Bai Ningbing's first time meeting someone who could keep up with Bai Ningbing's way of thinking. Naturally, Bai Ningbing taught Gu Xiaoyu everything. But when Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan saw this, it nearly drove them mad. They created a building block castle made of fresh flowers. The castle was delivered outside the library. Inside its countless gift boxes were memories the three had shared over the years. Countless candles glimmered like scattered starlight, making the castle even more dreamlike. Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan had both dressed with great care. Their dresses were completely different in style, yet were equally meticulous in every detail. They held flowers in their hands and waited nervously. But after waiting a long time, several classmates went inside to call Gu Xiaoyu. Yet Gu Xiaoyu never came out. Lin Wan could not wait any longer. She shouted Gu Xiaoyu's name upstairs. I am here to keep my promise. You did not hear my confession last time. You cannot miss it this time. Many students were drawn over, craning their necks to catch a glimpse of Gu Xiaoyu. You promised me before that you would choose one of us to be with. Now it is time to choose. Watching from upstairs, Gu Xiaoyu saw the scene and was not moved in the slightest. Gu Xiaoyu called the police immediately. The report was for a fire hazard and public disturbance. Bai Ningbing also called over a school administrator and arranged for a water truck. Gu Xiaoyu came downstairs and stood before them. Do you remember the game of truth or dare at that class gathering? I said that on the first day of school, I would throw away 2 things. Those 2 things were you. No matter how many times we start over, I would choose neither of you. The moment Gu Xiaoyu finished speaking, the water truck pulled up. A jet of water blasted toward them, instantly extinguishing every candle. Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan were soaked to the bone. Their carefully prepared confession ended in chaos. Water still dripped from Liu Ruyan's bangs. Her pale face was twisted with humiliation. Gu Xiaoyu, I am sorry. We were wrong about what happened before. But, can you give me one more chance? I have loved you for so many years. Look, these are all proof of my love for you. Please do not be so cruel. Please, I am begging you. As she spoke, she dropped to one knee. She took out that familiar heirloom box. This ring can only belong to you. If you will not take it, then I would rather throw it away. Gu Xiaoyu was not moved in the slightest. Gu Xiaoyu, I am not asking you to choose between us. Just leave Bai Ningbing, and we will love you together. Lin Wan then took out her heirloom jade watch as well. The onlookers began murmuring among themselves, but Gu Xiaoyu remained unmoved. Gu Xiaoyu found their words utterly absurd instead. Have you lost your minds? Any feelings I had for you were crushed by your own hands long ago. Forget forgiving you. There is no chance I would stay with either of you. It is impossible. Give up on it. Those heirlooms belong to you. Whether you throw them away has nothing to do with me. I do not need them. With that, Gu Xiaoyu turned and walked away without hesitation. The finality of his rejection could not have been clearer. Liu Ruyan stared fiercely at Gu Xiaoyu's retreating figure, still unwilling to accept it. She wanted to chase after Gu Xiaoyu. Who called the police? Who set all this up? After questioning them, the police took the two of them away. There was not enough room for everyone in one police car. So Gu Xiaoyu and Bai Ningbing said they could drive over to give their statements. The group headed for the police station. But just then, an old van came racing straight toward the police car out of nowhere. Bai Ningbing's driver was a former Special Forces soldier. He reacted with lightning speed, maneuvering their car out of the way. But the police car was not so fortunate. Even as it swerved to evade the van seemed to have the police car in its sights. Its target was unmistakable. It slammed into the rear of the police car without a second thought. The man in the driver's seat of the van was Shen Haoyu. He wanted to make everyone regret it, but he never imagined that Gu Xiaoyu was not in the police car at all. Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan were. He had rammed into it without regard for anything else. The two women, along with the auxiliary officer, were all left unconscious. Several days passed before Lin Wan finally woke up. Her injuries were considered minor because she had fainted that day. A police officer had shielded her. She was not seriously hurt. Only one leg had been crushed and broken. She refused Gu Xiaoyu's visit, not wanting Gu Xiaoyu to see her limp. Liu Ruyan woke up too, but something was wrong with her mind. Whenever she tried hard to think about something, her head would throb with waves of pain. Liu Ruyan lay silent in her hospital bed for a long time. She also refused to see Gu Xiaoyu. Who is Gu Xiaoyu? I do not know him. I do not want to see him. Outside the hospital room, Gu Xiaoyu heard those words, quietly left. In truth, Gu Xiaoyu felt somewhat guilty. After all, Shen Haoyu had meant to hit Gu Xiaoyu, but had struck the two women by mistake. So Gu Xiaoyu left compensation behind and departed. After realizing Gu Xiaoyu had left, Liu Ruyan silently wept in her hospital room. She had been pretending earlier. She had not lost her memory, but in her current state, it hardly felt any different from amnesia. A person who had always been brilliant could no longer think normally. She could only live like a fool who could not think at all. That kind of torment was unbearable. The two women missed the college entrance examination. It was not until the following year's examination that they took it again. Lin Wan was admitted to Peking University. Liu Ruyan, however, was admitted to another university in Peking. This was already the result of Liu Ruyan's desperate effort. On the first day of school, Lin Wan prepared another surprise. But that day, many students were heading toward the athletic field. They said something exciting was happening. Apparently, someone was holding a wedding. Excuse me, could you help me find Gu Xiaoyu? You are a freshman, right? Gu Xiaoyu and Bai Ningbing are getting married today. You did not know. Senior Gu is just as remarkable as Bai Ningbing. He skipped several grades in a row. He has already been exceptionally admitted to graduate school. He may even teach here someday. They are always together. They make such a perfect couple. Around this time last year, he confessed and proposed. It was so romantic that everyone envied them. And this year, they are getting married. That was fast. If you head to the athletic field now, you should still catch their wedding. At those words, Lin Wan nearly froze where she stood. For a long time, she could not move. She did not know when. She had made her way to a corner beside the athletic field. Liu Ruyan stood beside her too. They watched the girl in a pure white wedding gown nearby. The longing in their eyes had never faded. But they both knew it was already too late. Now, the bride and groom may exchange rings. Gu Xiaoyu and Bai Ningbing exchanged rings. The next moment, they embraced and kissed. Urged on by the crowd, Gu Xiaoyu scooped Bai Ningbing into his arms and ran beyond the crowd. Are you happy you married me? I am happy. We may not be deeply in love yet, but we understand each other well enough. Two utterly different souls. The moment they touched, knew they had found the right person. At some point, Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan quietly left. The three people who had once been inseparable had ultimately gone their separate ways. Though they lived in the same city, the two women often heard news about them, but never saw them again. Until one day, Liu Ruyan and Lin Wan saw on television a news report about them. Countless people envied their love, and even more, their talent.